Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baron and this is your Brain on Books, and today I'm going to do none other than an epic book haul. Well, I don't know how epic it is. I told myself I wasn't going to buy anything in September, and yet I still got a bunch of books because these things never go to plan. You know, we're starting off October, so I figured I'd go through and show you all what I ended up with. And without further ado, let's just get on into it. I'll kind of do a save the best for last situation. So let's go ahead and start with the digital purchases I made. Only 4 in total. The first one being Guards by Terry Pratchett. This will be my second Discworld novel. I read more, I guess a couple months ago now, and I really enjoyed it. I do want to continue with the Death series, but you know, I think the general consensus is Guards is like peak Terry Pratchett. So it's a short book. It was cheap. Might as well just throw it in there and see what I think. And then moving on from there, I also picked up Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. Now, I didn't need to buy this. I have 2 physical copies of this. I have a paperback and a hardcover, but I don't know. I saw it on there and I just bought it. I have problems. All right, let's keep going. And also another book I didn't need to buy, I bought digital, is It by Stephen King. I also have 2 hardcovers of It. No reason to buy it, but they had a sale going on for $3 for the ebook. I mean, come on. I'm going to buy it for $3. That's a no-brainer. Especially, you know, a book that I love so much like It. And then the last digital purchase I made is Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this book, and I've never read Jay Kristoff, but there is a read-along going on Sarah Reed's Discord, so I'm excited to get going with that. A lot of cool people in the read-along, so even if the book sucks, it's just going to be cool hanging out with them. But either way, I got it. If it's good, I did see they got this cool, like, signed Barnes Noble edition. I might go buy it. We'll see how I like the book, but it's a pretty slick looking hardcover, so you might see that on the next book haul. But anyway, getting to the physical books, the first one that I actually picked up is The Alchemist, which is a book that's been out a long time. Pretty much everybody's read, but I never did. So found a used bookshop for cheap. Figured I'd give it a go. It's a short, probably short little palate cleanser, and then I can finally know what the big sensation is. And next that I picked up at a used bookshop was Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill. Now, I'm slowly kind of building my Joe Hill hardcover collection. I only have 3 so far. This is one I eventually want to pick up, but I just figured this would be kind of a cool, like, Halloween, October spooky read. So I'm going to try to fit this in this month. It's a pretty short one. You know, some of his books are kind of chunky. What is this thing? It's only like, 350-ish pages. So this should be a good read. I think it's a ghost story. I don't know much other than that. So hopefully it's not terrible, but I'm sure it'll be all right. Moving on from there, I got Recursion by Blake Crouch. Now, I did read Dark Matter, and that book is awesome. I really liked it. I didn't really plan on getting Recursion anytime soon, but then I saw this trade paperback, and it's exactly the same format as Dark Matter that I had. So, I don't know. Figured I'd just grab it, so now I have a matching set. No idea when I'll actually read it, but I have it. Okay, getting into hardcover territory. The next one will be none other than Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. Now, this is another book. I don't know any idea what this is about. I know there's a film adaptation, whether it's true to the, a faithful adaptation or something. I don't know. But some of the cats on Jimmy Nutt's Discord, one in particular, Adam, has just kind of gushed over this book over and over again to where he finally wore me down and said, okay, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to try it. I know there is also a read-along going on with Media Death Cult for Cloud Atlas. I don't know if I'll be able to participate. I kind of got a pretty stacked TBR right now. This is not, doesn't look like it's going to be a light read. So, yeah, this is a cool cover. This is a UK hardcover, and he was telling me that there's some differences in the actual text between the UK and the US version. I don't know which one is preferred, but I picked the UK one just purely because I thought the cover was kind of cool. So hopefully I can get to that sometime soon. I am quite curious about it. All right, moving on from there, I have this copy of Jane Eyre. Now, every publisher in the world has put out a copy of Jane Eyre. There's a gazillion of these things. And I saw this and just had to have it. It's like this really cool cloth kind of material. And the book itself, let's see if I can get this on camera well, has illustrations throughout. And it actually has a bunch of stuff that goes along with the story. Like letters and like maps. Like just all kinds of crazy like handwritten stuff. It's cool. I've never seen a book like this. And like I said, there's a lot of copies of Jane Eyre out there. But this is by far the nicest I've seen. It's got like nice ribbon marker. Just the quality is insane. Like look, there's just all these letters and stuff for you to kind of open up as you read the story. So I think this, I don't know what the heck publisher this is, but I think they have a few other ones, like some of the, I think there's a Wuthering Heights version. It's kind of similar to this I might pick up. I don't know who this, oh, yeah, I don't know the actual publisher. Andrew McMeel Publishing. Anyway, if you come across this, this is one of the nicest quality copies of not just Jane Eyre, but just one of the nicest books I own now. This is incredible. So, really happy to find that. It wasn't cheap, but I think it was worth it. Okay, now getting to the books that I am the most excited about. I just put out a review the other day of Weave World, and I kind of gushed about my love for Clive Barker, and I ended up with 2 more of his books to kind of extend the collection. The first one is The Thief of Always. Now, this is a, we call it a fable. It's actually a children's book that he put out. Let's see if I can, I have these shiny Mylar covers on here, so see if this turns out all right. And this is, illustrated by him. He did this cover. And speaking of illustrations, there's just illustrations through the entire book. Some are pretty out there. See if I can find some cool ones. All Clive Barker illustrations through the whole thing. So this is a short book. I'm probably going to get to this pretty soon. Some of his other novels that I still have to get through are pretty chunky, so should be able to knock this out soon. Probably have a review for it at some point. And lastly, the coolest book in the haul, at least from my opinion, is another Clive Barker book, and this is The Great and Secret Show, Book 1 in the Book of the Art. Now, this particular copy is the original UK first printing, and look at the cool stinking cover he's got going on here. Kind of like Thief of Always, big wraparound cover. This is another one of his pieces that he did. Oh, I think I have that in focus. There we go. Sorry about the reflection on there. And this one is signed. So another big addition to the collection. So I think this is a 5th signed first printing I got. Thief of Always is a first printing too, but didn't find a signed one of those. So yeah, the first book in Book of the Art, I got to get the second one. I have a copy of it. It's just like a basic US trade edition, so I'm going to have to replace that at some point. So I have kind of a matching UK signed one for Everbill, but that'll be way down the road. Pretty low priority right now. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Not a huge book haul, but once again, I told myself I wasn't going to buy anything this month, and this is what happened. So until next time, see ya.